Hey folks, welcome back to Rainman Tactical. Last month we did a review, our first review on the Smith & Wesson EZ380, and that's part of the M&P Shield series. And we got a lot of good responses from that one. So what we thought we'd do is kind of continue it with the whole M&P Shield series out here. This isn't all of the versions that they make, but it gives you a good variety based off of where the M&P Shield has gone from the original Shield 9 all the way over to the new EZ9 and the EZ380. So what I wanted to do real quick was use our Rainman Tactical pistol sizer right here and kind of give you an idea of the size of the firearm. So when we go ahead and put it on there, we're going to gauge where these pistols really fall into. So clearly you can see this one here, the original Shield 9 is in the subcompact category. So it's got a, let's check the barrel length on it. So we're talking a 3-inch barrel, and we're in the subcompact size. So this is a good sizer. We're going to put this available on our website pretty soon, coming up, so that you can download the PDF file and have this with you when you go to the store. Let's check the width on it. So it's right at about 1 inch thick. So this is really a good pistol for the concealed carry. So I selected about 1.25 inches on the pistol thickness. So anything greater than 1.25 inches is going to be a pretty bulky carry. Anything less than 1.25 inches, that's where you want to be on slimness and thickness of the firearm, especially if you're carrying an inside the waist belt holster. So this is a great way to size pistols to get an idea where you are for the carry. Right about here, subcompact, right or maybe between compact and subcompact down. This is where you want to be for your carry. Be careful going into the micro compact. Anything that falls shorter than this line, now you're getting into, it's a great pistol to conceal, but are you going to get a good grip on it? And is it going to be real snappy when you go to shoot it? So let's go ahead and look at some of these really nice design features on it. So here's what I call the progression into some of these great features that the EZ has. If you look at the original 9 series, this one here was a striker fire pistol. The slide was pretty stiff on it, did not have a lot of grip traction on there to bring it back. So this one here, the biggest thing is people loved the size of it. They loved how thin it is, but it really had a tough time coming back on the slide. So again, it's striker fire. As with most striker fire pistols, you're not going to have a lot of the safety features on it. This one here does have a safety feature on it. The one thing I like about the M&P Shield 9, the original, is that the safety comes down pretty easy with your thumb. But as you can see, it's very low profile. So if you're coming out of the holster and you try to get that safety to come off, you could miss it. So that's one of the things that I didn't like about it, but it did give you a safety feature on a striker fire pistol. That was a good thing. Going over to the new EZ series, as you can see, most of them come stock with very high relief safety switches for a thumb. Ambidextrous both sides. Again, that's what I really liked about it. Let's go ahead and drop the 9. This is the EZ9. Let's drop it on here and find out where we are. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit larger than the original 9 series, but it's got a bigger flange for the rack to slide to pull back on the slide, and the slide's a lot easier. If we hold down on that, you can see it's very easy to come back. And what makes it really nice is that flange on there. So all of your EZ series comes with the slide with the really wide end on it, which makes it really easy to grip. That's what I like about it. They also come by with most of them come standard with the ambidextrous thumb safety, and they all come with the grip safety feature. So you got 2 safety features on here. If you don't like this, the thumb safety on here, you can buy these without the thumb safety on it. So that's just standard. Standard comes with it, and then you can order it without. Really nice feature on it. Now, I've got one here that's the Performance Center version. Here's what I really like. So this is a 380 and this is a 380. So this is your standard with the thumb safeties on it. This one here came standard with thumb safeties on it. Here's the difference between the Performance Center, which has been a little more accurized. It shoots a tighter group than the standard, but here's what I like. It's got the fiber optic sights on it, easy to find fiber optic sights. Still has the high profile chamber indicator on it, as does the 9mm. The 9mm also has that feature on it. It's got the upgraded barrel, and it's got ported slide. It's got the actual ported barrel, so it takes a little bit less of the recoil out. Your grip safety is a little more pronounced, and it's got an upgraded trigger on it. All the other features are the same. These both of them have the easy load magazines on them, but if you want for roughly about $75 to $100 more, and if you find them on sale, you can get it down a little bit less. But I really love the Performance Center version of it. You just get a lot more for your money right here. Other than that, the 380 and the 9mm, not much difference in size. You can take one and just kind of drop it right over on top. They're almost identical, except the 9mm about 1/4 inch longer and a little bit wider. Let's take a look at the sizes. So you can see the 9mm is a little bit wider than the 380. And both of them are single stack. So there's the big difference is you got a single stack magazine, and that's, so you're limited on the number of rounds that you can take. You got the eight comes standard with an 8-round magazine, one in the chamber. And let's check out this one over here. Again, this is a little bit more of a double stack on there. You've got 7 rounds in it, but it is a little more compact. It's a shorter magazine. For a single stack, you get 8. For a double stack, you get 7 on this one. So one of the biggest difference between the new EZ series and the old M&P Shield is that you've got the striker fire mechanism on here, and that's the thing that really makes the difference on this. Is that when you're talking about striker fire, let's go ahead and get this off. So you're talking about a firing pin that's pulled back and it's held back, spring-loaded internally. So when you squeeze the trigger, the firing pin releases. Okay, so the one thing that I love about Smith & Wesson, they actually took the time out to put a safety on a striker fired slide, which is really good. This is a good thing. A lot of striker fires do not come with safety features on it. So if we go over here to the M&P Easy, and let's take a look at what they've done on this. Alrighty, there we go. It's a little stiff coming off there. But if you watch this one here, this is actually an internal hammer fired. So there's your hammer right there. So your hammer's you squeeze on that, the hammer comes down, strikes the firing pin on the internal part of it. And that's the reason why the safety, the thumb safety is on here, and the grip safety, all built into this because it's internal hammer fired. So whether you're carrying chambered or unchambered, you've got your choice between internal hammer fired, which I love, and striker fire, which I love because of this safety feature on here. Besides that, I really like the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield series. Solid pistols, extremely reliable, good bang for your buck. Hey folks, after we were doing an evaluation of the EZ series, my son asked me, he says, hey, I wonder if anybody's ever done a test between the Performance Center, the accuracy of that, and the standard shield. And I said, that's a great idea. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do 2 series of 5 out of each firearm, and we've got a target downrange, and let's just see if one is grouping better than another. So just a little bit of experience. So here, what I'm going to do is, since I'm an old guy, I'm going to put on my birth control glasses so I can see the front sight. Here we go. Let's go ahead and send some rounds downrange. Here we go. We're going to start with the standard on the right target. Here we go. Okay, first 5. Here we go with the Performance Center. Okay, let's go ahead and reload and try that again. You can fast forward on this part. Easy. All right, here we go. Second volley. Standard. Here we go. Performance Center. All righty. Hey, let's go down range and check it out. All righty. So here is standard. We have our first 5 rounds. Okay, a little off center. And over here we have the performance center. Got one pulled over here. Come down here, the second volley on standard. You can see we're still down in here. I think maybe it's either the sights just need to be adjusted a little bit, or it's probably a little stiffer trigger. Coming back to the performance center, cleaner, crisper trigger. Just again, I think there's the difference on it. So out of the box, you got to wrestle a little bit with this one. Performance center, I think you got a little bit tighter grip. Tighter grip, maybe about the same. Better accuracy on the sights though. I found that the True Glow sights, the fiber optic sights, were a lot easier to see, and therefore I can put them on the target a little bit better. So standard irons, I think maybe it's just a question of the sights being tapped over a little bit to the right, the gun shooting a little bit lower. This one here, about where it's supposed to be, right in there. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think the Easy Performance Center outperformed the standard.